up out the way, don't get your shit splat. Stop, let this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back. Get your lick back. If a nigga owe you something, ain't no chit chat. Better stay up out the way, don't get your shit splat. Stop, let this shit slide and get your lick back. And get your lick back.
I feel like I'm JX.
J-Way.
I'm a perfectionist. Adderall got me restless.
I'm gone.
Run with a wild crew, they get reckless. Young boy, come up off that neck.
Give me that.
To the trends. See a lead, be the band.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of Bleachers to Speakers. I am here to address the Jameson Williams 2-game suspension. I know you got the perspective from June, but I wanted to share my thoughts as well. He has been suspended for the next 2 games against the Tennessee Titans and Green Bay Packers due to performance-enhancing substance, which is different than PEDs. Not really sure what he tested positive for. It is what it is. But what do we make of this situation? Jameson Williams is a guy that is in his 3rd year. The Lions have not had him yet for a full year. 1 year due to injuries, another year due to him gambling. I actually recently heard that he was gambling in a hotel restaurant, which was considered a team facility. I don't know if that's true. That sounds a little crazy, but we're going to get past that. The reality of it is that he broke a rule, whether he knew it or not. It's his job to be aware of it. And it's just disappointing. I genuinely don't feel that he's going to make that much. It's not going to make that much of an impact going into the next few games, but it's just unfortunate that things like this continue to happen. He went into this year knowing that he had a bigger role in the offense. He was the number 2 receiver in the offense next to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He had an excellent training camp and things were going great. He had a strong beginning of the year. He didn't do too much in this past game, but overall, there were points in the year where he had more yards than Amon-Ra St. Brown. That is not the case right now, but he was showing a vast improvement. He was expanding his role into not just a trick play, gadget play, deep pass guy. Ironically, he's catching a deep pass in this visual, but he was expanding his game. And it just seems like he's one of those guys that has all the talent in the world, but his biggest downfall will always be decisions he makes on his own. Now, we love Jameson Williams because he's very down to earth. He's very much a man of the people. When you see him, he just seems like one of the guys. But sometimes I've seen him, we've seen him in certain situations, and it's kind of like you want to say something, but at the same time, as long as he gets the job done, he's remaining safe, out in the community. It is what it is, because he is going to pop up in areas that, the average millionaire is not going to be at. But, he just loves kicking it with his guys. And as long as he's working hard and doing what he needs to do off the field, that's just Jamo when it's all said and done. But these are the type of situations that make you question where his head is at, how serious he is about the game, and ultimately beyond these next 2 games, because I really think that guys like Khalif Raymond, Tim Patrick, Allen Robinson, even Isaiah Williams, these are guys that are going to get opportunities to make up and pick up where he's left off. Even like a Sione Vaki, we know what we have. We got Sam Laporta, we got Brock Wright, we got, of course, Amon-Ra St. Brown. We have guys that can fill the void, even though there's nobody that gives that the heat that quite can feel exactly what he brings to the table. We will manage. We got a Tennessee Titan team that's 1-5, and then of course we got a big game against Green Bay Packers that we would have loved to have him. But regardless, when it's all said and done, where this is going to affect him the most is when it's time to get paid. You see guys like Ali McNeil, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Penei Sewell. These are guys that are younger players, but they have solidified themselves as staples on the team, and they were compensated. They were compensated accordingly. Him being suspended for silly stuff like gambling and performance enhancing substances is what's going to prevent him from receiving that big bag, because he is expanding his role as a receiver and earning his keep. But the organization can't help but think about situations like this when it's time to make an investment like this, because these are big bags that they're passing around, and everybody can't get paid when it's all said and done. So it is what it is. I think he'll be okay. For all intents and purposes, these are little petty suspensions, but nonetheless, if you're not available to play and you are at risk for things like this happening, the organization has to think about these things before they invest large amounts of money. So it is what it is. We'll have Jameson Williams back. He'll get back to, he'll be able to get back to, being a threat on the field and, causing havoc. But it is one weapon that Ben Johnson is not going to be able to have at his disposal for the next couple of games. So it's your boy Foster Child. Subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube and on audio and all audio aggregators at Bleachers to Speakers. I'm out.